Good morning. Welcome to FYI. Folks, it's the 30th of November. It's the final day. It's the dirty 30. We're into Christmas. We are into Christmas. Believe it or not, guys, we're into Christmas. And part of what we're going to be doing this Christmas is letting you know where the deals are. We know things tight. We know cost of living is high. And we're going to be seeking out those deals on your behalf. Among other things, we're going to be pursuing those deals. So if you all know we got some good deals in Georgetown and elsewhere, do let us know. Drop us a comment where those deals are. That's one of the things we're going to be helping you guys to figure out where the deals are, where you can spend your money best, where you can stretch the dollars. We're going to be talking about that in this and subsequent program. It's good to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. It's the final day of November, as we said. It's the middle of the week. It's the middle of the week, guys. And we're so happy that you guys are here. There's the sitting of Parliament today as well. Parliament is sitting at 2 o'clock today. 2 o'clock today. And we're going to bring you, any information we have coming out of the National Assembly. We wish our colleagues well who are going to be there. We wish the members of Parliament well who are going to be there to debate the people's business. The people's business, not the government business. It's the people's business. It's your business. It's my business. And all the rest of us, we're going to be talking about that too. But good morning, folks, and welcome. I see Terrence is here and Rick B. Jones is here as well. Good to see you, Candy Leen Inderjeet session. Now, Rich, you come to the right time, Candy. Janet Ann Smith is here as well. And I see Joyanne Nelson Brown is here. Norma Arthur is here as well. Rosie Rose Jeff is here. And I see John Johnson, Gwyneth Anderson. Good morning to each and every one of you guys. Ensure that you guys who are not on our YouTube channel are not familiar with our YouTube channel, ensure that you become familiar because, as we said, we will continue to see more and more. We are going to be transitioning to more of our broadcasting on our YouTube channel. So just search for Credible Sources on YouTube and you're going to find us there, and all our programs fall under that branding on YouTube. Credible Sources. Check it out there, guys. We're rebranding, streamlining what we do. And so more and more you're going to see lots of our broadcasts on sometimes YouTube long before we touch Facebook. So you're going to want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're on our Facebook page, my Facebook page, Sheridan Avery Duncan on Facebook, you're going to see a link there. You can go and you can subscribe. Make sure you click that notification button as well, so that you get notified when we post content, when we're on live. You're going to get that notification there. Don't be left out, guys. Don't be left out. Don't be caught wanting. So ensure you follow that link on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you're going to want to also click on the notification button to make sure you're getting all of the notifications up to date. Myrna and all the other folks. And those of you who are going to come back and view us later. Yes, you who are going to come back and view us later on, guys. You be sure to do the same. Follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get the news and information up to date and at your fingertips as well. We find that Facebook sometimes is a little faulty and got us out here looking thin, and we're not having it. So we're going to be where there is stability. We love that. Stability and consistency, folks. We are going to be there. We're following some stuff happening in Success, the squatting area in Success. The folks told us that CHMPA went in there quite recently and break down some of the structures in there at Success, guys. Remember, imagine we're in the Christmas season. We coming in it. We're in the Christmas season, and this is the way they're treating Guyanese. And you come from some place and say, "Oh, I want to give 2 Guyanese a job. Give me 100 acres of land, just up, no questions asked. That's it. But you right here, born and bred. This is your country. You got Guyanese in your veins, running in your blood. Right? This is the treatment. Tenants in your own country, Mia Martley said, and we're going to be talking about Mia Martley as well on our program. Tenants, if we don't watch it, Mia says, we're going to be tenants in our own country. Siobhan McDonald says, I also love YouTube channel. It's the best. Yes. Thanks, Siobhan. Siobhan says she loves YouTube. Folks, make sure. I know it's going to be new for some folks, but we want to bring you good streaming content. We want to bring you nothing but the best. And we find again that YouTube is a lot more stable. It's a lot more stable. And while we'll continue to broadcast to Facebook, more and more of our broadcasts will be focused on what's happening there on YouTube. And more of our content will be uploaded to YouTube first. Will be uploaded to YouTube first. So you're going to want to make sure, guys, you're going to want to make sure that you are tucked in there, that you're tucked in there. I'm going to ask you guys, to queue up for us one of the folks we talked with at Caneview quite recently. The first fella we spoke with at Caneview, this is on the East Bank at Mucker Arcadia, that piece of real estate there they call Caneview. And what he had to say about some of the challenges and the short money he said he got from a CHMP of his property, there are lots of livestock there as well. And it's just how the various people are being treated. You got Caneview, you got Success, and then you got some other settlement areas, some other squatting areas that got different treatment. They get water, they get light, they're being regularized. Some of them already got title and all of that, right? And it all comes down to who you vote for. In this one, Guyana, it's who you vote for. Quite strangely, sadly, it's who you vote for. Sadly, right? So we can take a look at that in just a little bit as we circle back to some of the other issues. But that's one of the things we have to focus on. Do we have it there, guys? Yes, the folks say they have it for us. Take a look at some of what he said as we spoke with quite a few of the residents there at Caneview at Mucker Arcadia over the last weekend. And we're going to be bringing you also some of what we've uncovered at Success, if not this morning in another broadcast. But take a look at that, because it's a treatment of people. We're all Guyanese, we all deserve a fair shake and our share the pie. But it seems in this country it's different strokes for different folks. Take a listen to our brother, and then we can come back at the other.
What took place with me, I was one of the residents over Caneville Avenue. Been living here for quite some time, and my life based on agriculture product or what we're doing. And my family is more like maintain my family and my lifestyle, because I went outside quite some time, and within that I come back here, and that my life developing at present right now, When I get back here, the Ministry of Housing will engage in that. They said they want to develop certain area, for make it into a road, a highway road, or where it might be, or where is it, and thing, right? So I was one that said that I'm having now disappointment of what I want to do, or disagreement, what I need to do, or where is it, So I was always willing to measure up within them, but then the measure up never really come to understanding between me, and them sort of things, right? Because I'm living here on a build a house here. Now it's not the first house I built, because I had a house here, and it had a hazard now, a fire hazard, but my house was destroyed. And it had about 3 fire attendants who was able to come, to my resistance, but they mightn't able to save the building. And manager are able to build back a building, for but it mightn't complete it. But by now it might have been completed, and it didn't really utilize how I want to think, because due to the housing come and distract, my agenda, what I have to do within my personal life and everything. But within my personal life, I have certain things within, I shouldn't declare it, But then the housing or wherever it is supposed to understand it, because I measure out to them was my problem, within it, and they accept that was my problem. I went into them at June. They promised me a house lot, because they said that they're giving me the money for my house, which it wasn't satisfactory. It wasn't satisfying to me, but then we have a little disagreement between my family, so I said I accept it. And them sort of thing, they said, listen, Mr. Hyman, we can get a house lot for you. Me for continue business. I went to them and showed them that I is mine pigs, the amount of pigs I have in. When I drop, how much they drop, so I keep 6 or 8 of them for breeding purpose. And if I be 6 pig, and everyone drop 40, the amount of money I just be accumulated, within a 6 month or 4 month period. Besides that, is mine layer. I have goat, You know what I mean? I have poultry, and plus I got catch vegetable and also permanent crop. You know what I mean? And then I aware of this and I accept it. But despite I accept it, the way they treated me is therefore they understand that why I'm having, because the first time they send now, I think it's last September. I went into them June, I talked to the CEO, and he said he was really proud by talking and tell him, listen to me, this business I want to continue with it. You want this land? I'm willing to move off the land. You know what I mean? But still, again, I want to continue with my business. You know what I mean? And thing, you know what I mean? So I tell him I have a grandfather now had land in some way in Moko, located, you know what I mean? And the cost of the land, I asked me what's the cost of the land, I relate to them with the cost of the land and everything to them. They said that that was understandable, you know, me they like to work within me within this. This is June, the 2nd of June. So sometime in August month now I see some police are called right in front of my place. About 3, 4 police they chuck me, they do me all kind of thing. Don't come my place. I explain to the police, you know what I mean, and everything what taking place that I never disagree for moving. I is one of the person, you know what I mean, willing, you know what I mean, to move in within them so long as I being compensated the way I should. They gave me some money for my house. My house is 24 by 45. The money wasn't satisfying some by me, but due to my family wise, I say takes the money and move along or where is it? You understand? And thing. You have him what I think must be about 12 or $13 million for 13 thing. But for build a structure at the time to this moment, at some, you know what I mean, 24 by 45, what I could do right now at present. They say they're looking at things as it is. But if you now look at things as it is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everybody look for a betterment. If you move my grid from here to somewhere, we're looking for. Hmm? Right? But I never disagree. But then they never come to we understanding the size that because I need a land. If you reach me for a house based on 25 years, you know what I mean? You won't tell me you don't give me no land. So I'm gonna put my house. I want money, I come to you for money. And you understand people now. Want to put 35 pig, want to put my fowl, want to put my goat, want to put my, you know what I mean, these things, you know, understand where I'm put it. Hmm? It's just like looking for money. I'm not in need of money. When you need money, if people need money, I don't like drink, smoke. I need money for elevate my life because I'm a family man. I is a man who respect in the community of Mocha Arcadia. Ask anybody but Mark Simon. We are known. Never like engaging nothing in the police. You know what I mean? Just looking for the level set example within the youth of the community. Why they can't like see to me and understand me? Anyway, they're done. They come to break the place. The Mr. Aaron asked me to come into housing with the chairman of Mocha Arcadia. Let me have a conversation. We went in, you know what I mean? He came and said, listen to me. You went, you see, we have to break this man place. The man come, waiting. He said we can send it to the senior authority. You know, if you send to the senior authority, God, they call Mr. Aaron, he see on leave. Haven't I see Mr. Aaron right in Mocha Arcadia? I said, Mr. Aaron, you know what I mean? Listen to me, you say you're engaging me and you're on leave. How you in Mocha Arcadia? He didn't answer me. I went back to the chairman. He said, advise me to call him. I call him now. He said, Mr. Hyman, I'm going to talk to you later. Say, listen to me, right? How much this thing based actually by year? What doing? What living by? I was living by this thing and my life depend on this thing. You know what I mean? My life depend on what I have in my yard, you know. And my future is here. You understand? He said, ma, Mr. Anyhow, have some see call me back. Mr. I'm gonna come to break down your place. You know? He come in, I said, man, how you coming to break mountain and nothing able to life within me? He said, come in. Come in. I went in, he told me come in. He said, come in, we have a conversation with me, he, and his CEO. He said, well, Mr. Hyman, send your daughter. Because you already, I said I'm depot for my daughter, send everything. They say I have a plot of land before, you know what I mean? And everything. My dad is a person who financing this place, you know, because I was overseas and she went living here. And due to a problem within my family, I like engaged to come here. You see, you understand. You know, I mean, everything, everybody understand, but still understand, and I don't know what can understand that happen. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I went to send my daughter Wednesday. I sent it Thursday, and yes, it was Friday with myself. And met with now with the CEO. When the saw the CEO, he see me there. You know what I mean? He see me, and I talk to you, where is it, you know? And thing, but and he say, yo, thing, but he sent his secretary, and she said she didn't realize that there was a problem exactly what taking place. So what happened? Because and things. She said, listen, I'm gonna work out something for you. She said, if I give you data land, it can take too long. You know what I mean? I can give she our turnkey house and bop, you know what I mean? You might even pay or what because I can work with you. I say, okay, agree. They write up the paper, they write up all the document. You understand me? They write out all the document, forgive my daughter. Haven't said this thing like take about 2 or 3 o'clock. They give all the secretary said, man, listen, at least they being willing to accept what we deal with. I said, Mr. Evans, he says, listen, nobody can trouble the place because you come in to us with an understanding. You hear for like the, you know what I mean? Accept we are for what we dealing with. He said, she told my daughter, even leave my daughter, nobody think, you know, my daughter's supposed to go back in the Monday morning. You understand? To deliver some money to the central housing and planning. They said nobody won't ever trouble a place of work. They say I collect the money, I want everybody to understand me. I collect money for my house. I never collect no money for my um agriculture basic is my permanent crop or my livestock. I want everybody to understand me because people misunderstanding. So I'm not against the breaking my house or I want everybody to understand me. I'm not against the breaking my house, but still I have to have security wise for maintain my feed or what I'm about or what have it because it's not limit pay. Because if you look at it, farming is one of the biggest thing and I involve it. Anybody could see it live, I involve in into farming. You understand? And not only with the pig. You understand? I had 200 and some follow, but they make I reduce so much of things because you know what I mean. The place like flooding right now, and it's getting me like frustrated because every time I go, everybody's saying yes, yes. You know, and then what I'm saying now, if you're doing me this, I went yesterday, Miss Aaron, meet me and tell me if I tell you thanks. You know, for getting. You know, I don't know when you make I get because it's you know, I went to tell or you understand? That's my explain to Mr. Aaron, listen, everything can be complete on Monday morning. Because the time period with the CEO, he tell me the CEO secretary is not he. The CEO secretary is not he. So I don't know exactly who I got to. I said just call the CEO and I call. He said I don't want the I because you know what I mean. The document is the over. What I'm trying to engage you and the full understand. If they're dealing me, who trying to engage with them, how they want the rest of people to come into them. Might be like responsible for a lot of things in Mocha Arcade, yo. And I went around and some, you know, I mean, I get a phone call and they told me that the police and people come to break the place. So where is it? So I come around now and I come and I ask who in charge, you know what I mean? I went to the police officer, he said, look, see the man from housing. I engaged him. I said, Mr. Aaron, did you see me there yesterday? You in call me and I tell you there by the CEO. You tell me come to you, call me about 10, 5, 15 times. I said there by he said the CEO is not he. I gotta go to you. So I don't know who more higher because the document come from the CEO. We make a decision for complete what we dealing with now. They come now for breakdown. I'm meeting on the road, you see, you get a hotel for me, for accommodate me, and he get some storage for me, for my thing and me food, he can put it somewhere. He have, you know, my ginger and he done call the people now for break down my house. You know what I mean? And they engaged to break my house down. You know what I mean? And you know, my thing was on the road, me feed everything. I think everything must be in life to the whole of the who want to see it and look at it. There was on the roadside. And I don't know why being treated so because I willing to comply with people. Why should be treated the way? Hmm? I just trying to figure out that I am trying to, as a farmer, you're complying with the people. I don't have nothing for joking. I have proof and evidence that I'm a farmer. Because I have the what I have for take to being a farmer. You understand? It have what I want, require for I want to do with them, are doing with it. What I want more from it, for understand me. Today is Saturday, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday my dad is supposed to come in. How they can understand that? But they can't look at me and understand what I'm talking about. All the window, the door. Right now I can't find my passport. I can't might find my that passport, my travel document. I can't find my son that travel document. Because when I come here, the door don't back up. No. Everything back up and back up. Hmm? Now but the land manage to break it, but then look at this shit. What am I thing at the back? What would happen in my thing at the back? Hmm? Even some people got houses put a grill on it. And every guy is animal, what gonna do with them? You know what I mean? I should lay down put the roof over me. And people gotta understand and like respect people. And I like to understand me because I'm not against it's nothing political or understanding or nothing. Because if it was political wise, I wouldn't be there to house it. You understand? I'm being there because I am a human and I want to be treated as a human. You understand me? If it was political wise, it would be in a difference. But I got things to prove this is nothing political wise. I'm a man looking to make life and live and making life honestly. And if I have proof and evidence, you know what I mean, with what I have, for things, they come inside, they can look at what I have inside my room, my feed, my pig, my food, everything. So I don't know how people might look at the political or black or white or Chinese or what. They will look at life as a human being. And I want the people to understand me. I'm being hurt and I'm being upset because I'm mistreated.
Yep. That's what we learned, folks, as we were in Caneview, Mucka Arcadia. Residents are upset, and the fellow said even though he got some money from CHMPA, it's not enough to compensate for the kind of loss he's going to suffer there. And I know lots of you have been saying you shouldn't take no money at all. I feel you all on that one. You shouldn't take no money at all. We feel you on that one, folks. We feel you on that one. Shouldn't take no money. You can talk with these guys, you know. These guys different. These guys out here different. They don't want no good for nobody. They're different, we tell y'all. They're different. They don't want good for nobody out here. You hear me say? They don't want no good. No good at all. No good at all, guys. And you know, we gotta watch out for each other. We gotta watch out for each other. Got to do that. Got to do that. Lots of things happening in the morning papers, guys. We press on. As we were saying, you know, we our broadcast to Facebook was cut there unceremoniously. We managed to bring it back up, but that's the very thing we were saying about Facebook and why we're advising you guys to make sure you know our YouTube channel. So when you see we go down on Facebook, you know YouTube is always up and running. There's a consistency we get out of YouTube. We haven't been able to get out of Facebook, and we want you guys to be in tune with what's happening and you know all this breakage and so on and stoppage of broadcast. We want to do better than that. That wasn't on our part. Just as we talking, you know, Facebook cut the program and we had to send it back through. But make sure, guys, we post the link on our Facebook page. It's on a separate post on our Facebook page. We posted it on a comment in this broadcast as well. Make sure after the program you are subscribed. You are subscribed to our YouTube channel, and then you press that notification button as well to ensure that you're getting all the notification when we are live and when we post new content there as well. But good to see some of you have rejoined us on the Facebook and all the other places that you guys are picking us up from this morning. We're privileged about that. Lots happening in the morning papers, guys, that we want to get to, we want to hasten on to so that we can do what we got to do here, come out your face, and that you can go on and have a great day. Have a great day. Raman Gaskin, economist, as he styles himself, Raman Gaskin says Guyana must conduct thorough audits of its ExxonMobil bills. Yep. They told us recently they're only doing a certain portion of it. $9 billion in pre-oil spending is supposed to be audited. And then we heard an announcement recently they were only going to be auditing part of that. You know, they took a long time to get a company to do the auditing. Jaguar had said there's no local company that can undertake it. And then some of the local companies came together as a conglomerate, and they're now pursuing getting this work done and the auditing. And now they're saying that, you know, only part of it is going to be audited. Well, Raman Gaskin ain't having it. He says all of it. Guyana must conduct a thorough audit or conduct thorough audits of the ExxonMobil business. That's only how we know that we're getting a fair share, because we got to pay them right back, you know. Every nail they get hammer or pull out, we got to pay for. Every nail. So we got to make sure that what they say they spend the money on that we got to pay back was actually money spent. We got to give value for a dollar. We have to have value for dollar, folks. We can't do back this thing twice, when the eye out it out. So we got to get our steps right as we go down the road. We got to do back here. We ain't got no do back here. Folks, wherever you're joining us from, take the opportunity to share the link, share the live, smash that emoji button, smash that subscribe button as well on YouTube. For us, guys, we got more news and information for you folks. Other things we're following on the morning papers, in addition to what Robin Gaskin said about them conducting thorough audits on the ExxonMobil bills. We're learning now that Burmese is to get an oil and gas support base. This is sometime in late 2023. Sometime in late 2023. Folks, if you look at where all of the major developments happening, it's fascinating. It's fascinating to see. Some of these areas aren't even suited for the projects, you see. But you have a regime that pandering to their base. You have an administration pandering to their base. Pandering to their base. You could take an electoral map and look at where all the projects are being handed out. And you can see what's going on here. Right? I trust you're happy. I trust you're happy. That's not the way you want to develop this country. It's not the way you want to develop this country at all. You see, looking at the electoral map and say, hey, these people who vote for me here, we can put the factory here. We can put the shore base here. That's not the way you want to do things at all. But they're telling us now, Burmese is getting oil and gas support base late 2023. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. I hope it does y'all good. In other news, folks, we followed. They're telling us here that we are to receive a 200,000 cash grant from China to procure medical supplies. I thought we could manage the thing ourselves though, man. I thought we got money in the bank and so on. How we live in so like mendicants. China rather. We're thankful to the Chinese. We're thankful to Beijing, because apparently without them, a lot of us here would be suffering. But we're thankful for this 200,000, they say, in cash grant from China to procure medical supplies. 200,000 in cash grant. Yeah. Tidy sum. Thanks, China. Thanks. Winston Henry, good to see you. And Savitri Rose and Tim Nafort. Thanks, China. Thanks. We're grateful. But I thought we're coming to a point now. All these billions coming out of the oil and gas sector. Billion US, coming out of the sector. We can manage our own affairs. We ain't got to go, cap in hand to, countries and say, help Rina. Help Abina. Right? I look forward to those days. You see, when you want to play big and bad in the world stage, you gotta, really have self-determination. But we're thankful. We are thankful as anybody else would be. We are very, 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 very thankful to China. Thanks, because who knows? Some of you probably go under if we don't get the kind of medical supplies that this 200,000 US is going to go to procure. Yep. And we are learning, guys, Christmas this year, the holiday, because it falls on a Sunday, right? It falls on a Sunday. The holiday will be observed on the Monday, which is Boxing Day. Is Boxing Day usually a holiday? Is it? It's usually a holiday. But they're telling us, this is the Ministry of Home Affairs, that the Christmas holiday is going to be observed. Well, I know Christmas definitely is usually a holiday. And because it's falling on a Sunday, it will be observed on a Monday. So it's 2 Christmas days. So what are we going to do with Boxing Day? We push Boxing Day to the Tuesday and say, don't know what's happening there, but let's let us know early enough that Christmas will be observed on the holiday. Christmas Day will be observed on December 26th. Right? Yep. Don't know how that's going to work out for some, because some of you know, rain or shine, you got to go do the work. Nobody ain't breaking nothing for you. Rain or shine. Right? You got to put your shoulder to the plow. Rain or shine. Rain or shine. Right? And we're happy for you guys. That's what they're telling us. And those are just some of the things, folks, that are making the morning papers. It's just a couple of the things that are making the morning papers. We turn our attention to some of the things brewing internationally. Now, that's another story by itself. Some of the things brewing internationally. Some of y'all know y'all in DC. Some of y'all know You all ain't easy because some guy needs some behaving easy overseas, not behaving easy at all. Tim the Ford says, y'all get a long holiday. Y'all, we coming to see where some of y'all pot for Christmas. How are y'all? Load up. Gail Mingo and Seymour George, we're coming to see what's happening in some of y'all pot for Christmas. Guess who's coming to dinner? Pim. Guess who's coming to dinner? Guys, we're following some of what's happening in Equatorial Guinea. Some of what's been happening there. The president of Equatorial Guinea, this fellow we see here, he's set now to be the longest ruler in the world. He's now president for 45 years. He overthrew his uncle in the 60s in a coup, and he's been president of Guinea since then for 45 years. They recently had an election. And wait for it, we need a drum roll. Right? They're claiming they've won the election with 95% of the votes. Let's take a sip of tea for that. That's a big sip. 95% of the vote. Well, the US has said they got some doubts, serious doubts about these announced elections. Thanks, guys. 90%, 95% of the votes in Equatorial Guinea, they're saying they have won these election by 95, Not 95% of the electorate voted. They have won 95. So they have won the whole National Assembly. Right? Like Mia did in Barbados. They said they have done that in Equatorial Guinea. They win everything. There's no opposition. No opposition. Equatorial Guinea. This is when them boys say you overrig. Win everything. This is something that them boys would know about. Nandulal and Dr. Din and them. You see? Right? Overrig. That's what them boys say. Overrig. They overdo it. 95%. They said they've won everything. But the US says they have serious, very serious concerns. They said given they said there have been lots of irregularities that would violate the laws there in Equatorial Guinea. This is what one of the US personnel said. The guy is now having won 95% of the vote according to them. This is the Democratic Party of Equatorial Guinea, the ruling Democratic Party of Equatorial Guinea. And again, winning 95% of the votes there. And they won independence from Spain in 1968. His uncle was ousted in 1979, and this fella has been ruler ever since. Right? He has been ruler ever since then. 45 years ruling this country, and he is set now with this new tenure to be the longest serving head of state in the world. The longest serving head of state in the world. And them boys win everything. They won everything. The whole parliament is doing. No checks and balances. Everything. Well, let me see how that works out for you all. Let's see how that works out for you folks. And other issues we're following internationally, folks, or rather regionally. Regionally, we're following a couple of things. I tell you all, we're in the diaspora, and we're behaving myself because we got some very sad news coming out of Trinidad today. They're saying that a roti shop owner was stabbed to death, and that a Guyanese, pause right there, is in custody. A Guyanese is in custody. Dobson Roti Shop in Maraval. And Maraval Road in Newtown. The sign on the building says it will be closed until further notice. Closed until further notice because the owner of this roti shop, Jason, they call it Dobby, Jason Dobson, was reportedly stabbed by a Guyanese national. The national's name has not been released, but is reportedly stabbed by a Guyanese national. Reports indicate that Dobson was in the car park of the Gemini Bar in Edinburgh, in Trinidad, when he allegedly got into an argument with the suspect. Right? It's alleged that the Guyanese person, stabbed Dobson during the altercation. He was later found bleeding and taken to the Chaguanas Health Facility and transferred to the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex, Mount Hope, where he succumbed to his injuries. Yep. Yep. A thousand prayers, of course, go out to Jason Dobson's family and his community. Some of us got the flag flying high, and some of us not so much. Not so much. Thanks, guys. Some of us got the flag flying real high, and some of us not so much. See? I don't know. The people can't take me ready. Since we sell the country falling apart. Now look stupidness y'all going to do. Look foolishness, you see? Pack of foolishness. Thoughts and prayers, again, to this young man and his family. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers towards them. We go and we said got the flag flying high, people hadn't fall. And we can talk about another individual later on in the program too. The reports we have read, and the last report we read on this is, I think, coming out from the Express, Trinidad Express, did not mention the name of the suspect. It's not we holding it back. They didn't mention it, so we don't have it. They did not mention the name of the suspect, guys, and so we don't have it. As soon as we have it, we can let you all know who the culprit is. As soon as we have it, we're going to let you know who the culprit is. 425-19, we can circle back to another one, bringing shame and disgrace to this country. They ain't got the flag flying high at all. These are the set that don't get invitation from AFA and asking them to visit home. This is the set. But in the 592, folks, in the 592, of course, you know, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment in the 592. Never, never, never a dull moment in the 592. What right there for us, guys? Never a dull moment that they tell us. And we're following this information that says, a ship owner says he is not responsible. He is not responsible for the bridge collision. Remember the bridge that shift the Harbour Bridge out of alignment and cost over $1 billion in repair? Well, that ship owner, who they said, the authorities said, left unknowing to the authorities, left unknown to them, he said he's not responsible. He cites what Sabbath News points out as irresistible and unpredictable natural forces. I don't know if he's talking about the PVP, what he's talking about here, but he says irresistible and unpredictable natural forces are among some of the factors which caused the incident. But they say the ship owner, he's not responsible. That's what he said. Of course, from overseas. Of course, from overseas, Israel told us the damages cost $1 billion. Now, we used to be thousandaires, a millionaires. Now everything is billions. Yeah, the slightest repair is billions. And we're following that. We're following to see where the story is going to go next. Because the fellow said he is not responsible. We're following to see where this story goes next, folks. And while we're there, you have a story for us? You have a story for me? Please let us know. 627-6963. If you got a story for something interesting happening by you, let us know, guys. Send us a photograph. Send us your video, your audio. Send us some text and let us know. Right? WhatsApp, please, the 21st century. WhatsApp us. Please, WhatsApp us. And while we're there, let's pay some bills. We recommend Alistair Collins Law Firm for all your law needs. You need some declaration. You need your wills done. You need some guidance with your visa application. Yep, Alistair Collins Firm. Right down there, Canyon Mall, Lamaha Street, between Camp and Waterloo Street. Alistair Collins, they give you guys to fix up. They're going to fix you up so good. You're going to wonder what you've ever done without them. You will want to know what you've ever done without them. We recommend them highly, folks. The Alistair Collins Firm. We recommend them for all of your legal needs. You need a lawyer. They're going to, if they can't help you themselves, they're going to point you in the right direction. Real and Truly looks after all of your legal needs. You have some declarations you want to get done. You need to get made. You need a justice of the peace. You need a commissioner to oath an affidavit. You need to have your agreements, aligned and in place. Wills, visa applications, and such and so forth. Guidance and all these issues. You need a justice of the peace. Commissioner to oath an affidavit. Alistair Collins Firm. Guys, they're going to give you the hookup. They're going to fix you up real good. Right? Brace it over by them. 649-6410, 649-6410, 6448. 685-6448. The guys are going to fix you up really nice. And we want to fix up some of you yourself. Your business, your product, your service, your event could be right here. Right here, right there, right there, right there, right there. Your business, your service, your event, your whatever you got. You need some publicity on, we're going to give you guys the fix up right there, like right there. Give us a call, guys. Give us a call. We got some other things brewing in the 592, folks. We got some other things brewing. We want to turn our attention to now. You remember this barge we told you, folks, which sunk recently in the Cuyuni? They said it had some explosives and fuel on board. You might want to be careful when you're traversing that area in your boats and so on. You might want to be careful. They said the barge had sunk with explosives and fuel. What a combination. Folks, I tiptoe around this area. When I go around these parts, Terry Cadogan, Adam Passat, Gwen Anderson, out front parts. I tiptoe in. John Jones, we tiptoe around this area in the Cuyuni. The barge sunk with explosives and fuel. That's not a combination. That is not a good combination at all. That sounds like politics in this country to me. It sounds like politics in this country to us. Believe it or not. Sounds like politics. Thanks, guys. That sounds a little bit like politics. And remember, we've been keeping you guys posted and abreast on what is happening with the issue of the lawyer who was arrested by Soko, the big bad John at Soko, who says, counsel, you're going to need counsel. You better let a client start talking. Right to remain silent. You better let a counsel start talking. Don't advise him like that. And then when she didn't comply, arrested the lawyer. Well, the DPP is telling us that the file was now sent back to the police. Remember, the file has been with the DPP for a long time. Well, they kicked the ball back now to the police. They said they got it. They got the file. They didn't tell you inside the file, but they said the police got the file. Go over and ask them. Folks, this is the most fascinating country on earth. The most fascinating. Tamika Clark was that attorney who was arrested by Soko for advising our client on his right to remain silent. Don't incriminate yourself in nothing. Right? And when she was locked up, when she was detained, well, the DPP's office, the Director of Public Prosecution Office, is now saying the file is back with the police. So if you need any details, y'all talk to them. Talk to them. I did tell y'all, some of us out here shaming this country with the diaspora, and instead of having the flag flying high, no, it's not that. It need to fly half mast, and right down to the bottom. I know they got a lot of you who join our program out there in the diaspora. You are working hard and making this country proud. I know that. But it's not the same thing, right? For Janani Singh, no. Janani different. Janani is a caregiver. And this is an update in this story. A Guyanese home health care aide. She's a caregiver. And she's now been sentenced for stealing bonds from an elderly woman, not buns, B-U-N-S. This is bonds from an elderly woman who was in her care. I can tell you how. Some of we, the only way got this country looking thin. Stealing bonds, folks, from an elderly woman who was in her care. Right? After the woman died, the family was looking for the items. Only to find out, right, is Janani Singh. Shahan Sticky, 52 years old. She also goes by the name Jasmine or Sharmila Prasad. See, why is I say plenty names? Janani Singh, Jasmine, Sharmila Prasad, 52 years old. And according to the report we have, a citizen of Guyana, last residing in Queens, New York, was sentenced yesterday by a U.S. district judge to 57 months of imprisonment for stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in US saving bonds from an elderly woman who had purchased them for her grandchildren and other family members. The report says, according to the release from the US Department of Justice in Connecticut, court documents and statements made in court show that Singh stole hundreds of thousands of dollars in US savings bonds from an elderly woman who she provided home health services for. The victim had purchased the bonds for her grandchildren and other relatives. After the victim died, the release said, Singh contacted one Glenn Campbell, also known as Nick, who enlisted the help of another individual to redeem the stolen bonds at a financial institution and provided Singh and Campbell with a portion of the proceeds. Between October 2020 and January 2021, as part of an undercover probe, law enforcement coordinated the purchase of more than 100 saving bonds, undercover, with a face value ranging from 50 US to 1,000 from Singh and Campbell. Campbell had traveled to Connecticut to complete the transaction. The release also said that Singh and Campbell were arrested on January 29th. At the time of Singh's arrest and Campbell's arrest, the value of the bonds they had delivered during the undercover investigation was to the tune of 287,000 US dollars. Right? Imagine, just to tell you the value here. Remember our earlier story where we said China has just given us $200,000 for medical supplies. Right? Remember that? 200,000 US for medical supplies. Right? And they stole from this woman 287,000 in bonds. 287,000 US in bonds. Janani Singh, aka Jasmine, aka Shamla Prasad. Some of y'all out here doing the most. That's what I want to say. Thanks, guys. Some of y'all out here doing the most. Doing the most. See? You go in there in Queens, you see some of them in some big houses. You don't know how to get it. You don't know how to get it. They come back here and pump the horse at the scene. Big fancy houses. You don't know. Don't envy people. I sleep comfortable when the night comes. Me house and people tossing and turning. You see them pumping a big scene. Big fancy vehicle and so on, carrying on. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for you. You don't know how to make it. See? Look up, big auntie, 287,000 US. Oh. People trust you in to their homes to provide a service. Do that and go about your business, then, man. You gotta look in the pot. You gotta look in the fridge. Where you pull out drawers and checking and searching for. You see? It's a pack of scamps we're dealing with. And then you go on flamming. Oh, I live in Queens. Oh, we just bought a home. Huh? And you're scamming people. Are you comfortable with that? Scamming people? Before you go, we flag flying high in the diaspora. Look what y'all doing. You see? Only time with some of y'all. You're getting find out piece by piece. Janani Singh, aka Shamla Prasad, aka Jasmine. Scam. A big scam, 56 years old, I said. It's a whole scam. And chances are this is not 52, this is not your first rendezvous. This is not your first rendezvous. It's one newspaper must I going to teach people balance and so on. No, they start thing and then you go up. Right? You start thing and then you go up little by little bit. It's an old scam. Old scam living in Queens. Old scam living in Queens. But member of Parliament Alan Ferguson didn't have it with this administration in oil and gas. You remember the big conference they had? The Oil and Gas Conference and Expo? The Oil and Gas Conference and Expo. Remember that? Yes. Well, Ferguson is saying, and at Ferguson Member of Parliament, that we're heeding to the advice we got out of that conference and expo. We're not heeding to it, according to the Member of Parliament. She says Guyana is yet to adopt Transparency and Good Governance Council it received during that oil conference. And this is being reported out of Culture News. I want to give the attribution. It's being reported out of Culture News. We're not heeding the counsel of transparency, good governance, and so on. Look, don't take our word for it. Talk with the stakeholders in the industry, the independent stakeholders, and they can tell you it's difficult to get information on oil and gas. It is quite difficult to get accurate figures, what is being produced, what is being sold, what we have in hand. And the stewardship, the oil sector governance, very poor. How can be more than that if the Minister of Natural Resources, who has purview of the oil and gas sector, responsibility for it, he now turned secretary to Irfan. Right? Vikram, are you writing this down? Vikram, are you listening? He's now personal assistant to Irfan and the walkabouts. How the sector can be functioning right? It's going to be confusion powder. It is going to be confusion powder. The sector is not going right. You know? And it took me a monthly last evening to get into the big issue, to tell them, you know, y'all gotta develop these other sectors. Everything is not Highland gas, Highland gas. We gotta develop these other sectors. Develop the other sectors. Or what they call the non-oil sectors. And we know they've been struggling with this. They've been struggling with this. Thanks, guys. We've been struggling with this. To develop the non-oil sector in tandem with the oil and gas sector, it's been a struggle for them boys. And me and Motley last evening, appeared in, let me make sure I get the notation right, appeared at the GSMA, the Ghana Manufacturing Association dinner, virtually. She was the guest speaker, and she had some words for them. She was the guest speaker at the Ghana Manufacturing and Services Association dinner, an award ceremony. It took place at the Ramada Princess. No, it was a P. The Ramada Princess, and the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Martin, she spoke virtually. She exhorted the attendees, according to the report we're getting out of Starbuck News. She said, may you see this milestone moment, to reflect and where necessary to reset and retool and further evaluate your organization, your country, and indeed our region. Right? Reflect, reset, retool, do what you gotta do, but also develop your non-oil sector. Right? Or else the other them problems, Dutch disease and foot to mouth, the whole lot of it. The whole lot of it. Develop the non-oil sector. Thanks, guys. That's part of what Mia Martin said. And we know for a fact that she's lying here. She's not pulling things out of thin air. She understands what is happening, because from the data that these guys themselves have put out there, through, for instance, the economic mid-year report, the non-oil sector in trouble. And if it continues to falter, this is not guys Suko. You can't employ him in the oil and gas sector. Right? We don't have the trained people to take on the jobs. And so you heard them boys talking already about bringing 100,000 workers from some other places. We don't have the expertise, the know-how, and the time we can take to train us. You see? If we take training, right? According to their mid-year report in the oil and gas sector, thanks guys, according to the mid-year report, they're telling us sugar has contracted, rice has contracted, fishing gone down, manufacturing, remember, me is talking to the Manufacturing Association, manufacturing gone down, right? Gold production gone down. Babylon throne gone down. Gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. This is in the non-oil sector. Y'all know what with Kaisuko. Look the contraction, 55.9. And they have poured over 30 billion in Kaisuko. Imagine if we pour it into wages and salaries to other people. Right? And keep this sugar industry right size. And just to tell you all guys where sugar going, you remember the promise to reopen the sugar estates? How many open since? How many open since? They close Wales, they close Diamond. Do open them back? How many open since? Sugar is down, contracted by 55.9. Rice by 22.4. Fishing by 19%. Remember them fishermen said the fish is scared. They're running away now from the nets. Thanks to ExxonMobil. Manufacturing down 11.4%. Coal down by 1.5%. And them boys had high hopes. Them boys had high hopes for the sectors. Thanks, guys, because we went back. We went back and had a look at Ashley Singh's budget speech for 2022. And he had some projections for these same non-oil sectors. The sugar sector, the rice sector, the gold sector, the manufacturing sector. He himself had some predictions. Folks, valid, credible information. We went back to Ashley Singh's budget presentation. And in that presentation, right, let's go back through those sectors. Take a look, guys. For sugar, for instance, they had projected, because of their know-how and so on, that sugar would have grown by 11.8%. Sugar would have grown by 11.8%. Sugar gone down by 55.9%. According to their mid-year report. They projected growth, right? It went down. That was just sugar. Look at the rice sector. They projected the rice sector, because they're bright and sir, would grow by 25.1%. Remember? They said we put on all of the taxes on this and taxes on that. And they take them off, and with their expertise and so on, sugar going to thrive. They're going to make sugar great again. They're going to make rice great again. They say rice can grow by 25.1%. Rice went down by 22.4%. 22.4%. Just now, like sugar, we are lining up for rice. Russian rice. You can only buy a pack. So that's sugar and that's rice. I think we also spoke about fishing. Right? They have projected a 5.8% growth in the fishing industry. 5.8%. Mid-year report says fishing declined by 19%, as we told you. 19%. And they say we can grow it by 5.1%. You see? 5.1%. And then again, we got gold. We did say it went down by 1.5%. They had projected we can grow gold, the regime, by 12.2%. Right? By 12.2%, it went down. It went down. No growth. Right? They didn't even have a projection for manufacturing. They said we can see improved performance. We can see improved performance in manufacturing. Manufacturing went down by 11.4%. 11.4%. So we had these, 5 sectors, right? Bring this one back. We had these 5 sectors. You know what's carrying right now? Oil and gas. We don't thank the David Granger-led administration enough for putting the framework together that we could benefit from the oil and gas money right now. You can imagine if we had oil and gas money flowing right now. Where we did that? Is oil and gas revenue carrying everything? Right? So then boys had 5 subjects in school. Right? In this school, we call it the economy. Right? The School of Economics. Right? School of the Economy. And then by fail all 5 subjects. All 5. And they said, put me over in the next class. That's what they're coming to tell you next year, March, in local government election. Right? Put me over in the next class. We can do better in the next year. We can do better in the higher class. All 5 subjects they fail. Right? All 5 subjects they fail. Right? All 5. And they say, put me over in the next class. Put me over. No child left behind. Put me over. All 5. You see? You're going to put them in, if this class was economics, you're going to put them in E special. You're going to put them in E special. All 5 these subjects they fail. All 5. All 5. Mayor says, this is what Mayor is talking about. Develop the non-oil sector. Right? These sectors got to return to profitability. And this is not how the last administration handled these sectors. It is not. They were thriving. Everything went down under them. Perhaps that's why Kemraj Ramjatan, leave the lines for change, he said, they're like banyan trees. Nothing good is grow under them. Nothing don't grow under them. Banyan trees, nothing don't grow under them. And this is what Mayor Martley was talking about. This is the non-oil sector you're looking at here. Develop the non-oil sector. Thanks, guys. All 5 subjects. Fail, 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 fail. All 5. All 5 subjects, them boy fail. All. Fail, 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 fail. That's all we have for you this morning. Fail, 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 fail. All 5. Right. If you know, you're huffing and puffing. Before you get home studying the schoolwork, to pass these exams, they're hardly upon big people and so on. You know, they got to get it right. Mayor's right. They got to develop. If this country is to thrive, we can't only do it on oil and gas. We got enough in this country. Nobody should be begging, right? Mayor then got sectors like we plus oil and gas, and then people doing remarkably well. We got everything. You know what keeping me back? We bad mind. We bad mind. That's what keeping me back. We bad mind. Bad-minded, we say. You're bad-minded. That's what holding me back. Maybe change my attitudes for the new year. That's all we got to you folks this morning. Thanks for joining FYI. For your information. For your information. Out front parts, Yolanda Thomas, Gail Alicock, Desiree Albert, Anna Phillips, Sheena Hazel, Alec Gordon. Thank you, wonderful, beautiful folks, for joining us. Do share the live so that others can get valid and credible information as well. Smash that emoji button for us before you go. 2 folks, and remember to partner with us. This is the final day in our anniversary month. If you haven't given anything to keep our program going thus far, seek to do so. It's going to help us a far way. Guys, we're available via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, MMG, MoneyGram, and Western Union. We are available via these platforms. You have any inquiries, you need any guidance, folks, one number, 627-6963. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you later on today. Stay safe, folks, and have a great morning. Have a great day.